Meantime, in Hong Kong, media mogul and pro-democracy advocate Catholic Jimmy Lai remains in a maximum security prison for charges related to violating the China-backed national security law. Now that Donald Trump is president-elect, Jimmy Lai's fate could change. In an interview before the November 5th presidential election, Trump told a podcast host that he would 100% get Jimmy Lai out of Hong Kong. And joining us now to talk more about this is Gordon Chang, author of the recently released Plan Red, China's Project to Destroy America, as well as the coming collapse of China, and China is going to war. Gordon, always great to be with you. So how likely do you think it is that President-elect Trump will be able to secure Jimmy Lai's release, and how quickly do you think it could possibly happen?
I think that it's likely that Jimmy Lai will be released. I don't know the timing because I think that could take a fairly long period. But the point is that I think that Beijing does not want to hold on to Jimmy Lai because he's not in good health. And if he dies in prison, he becomes a symbol to people in Hong Kong. And that's the last thing that they want. Also, President Trump has a lot of leverage over the Chinese right now because of the economy. So I think that Xi Jinping is probably in the mood to accommodate President Trump's requests. And should he press this issue with Jimmy Lai, which I'm sure that he will, Jimmy Lai will be freed.
Yeah, Gordon, I want to talk about the economy in a minute, but I want to talk about the relationship right now between President-elect Trump and Xi Jinping, what it was like in the first Trump administration, and what do you think it'll be like in this next administration?
In the first administration, I think Xi Jinping was afraid of President Trump, and that was because when Xi Jinping was at Mar-a-Lago in April 2017, Trump stood up at dinner and said that he had just authorized a missile strike on Syria, which is a Chinese friend. Xi Jinping was flummoxed, he was quiet, and I think that set the tone for 4 years. Going forward, this 4 years, it'll be a bit different because Xi Jinping, I think, is almost in a panic about his economy. He knows he needs access to the U.S. market. He has got to be more accommodating to the U.S. and to his neighbors. This is going to be a very interesting dynamic as Xi Jinping tries to get through what could be a regime-ending crisis for Beijing.
Yeah, Gordon, let's talk about the economy and the proposed tariffs that Trump is planning to put on China on the imports. How likely do you think that will be, that will happen? And what kind of impact do you think that will have on China's economy if it does happen?
Yeah, if there are across-the-board tariffs on China, which I think will happen, it could very well drive the Chinese economy into the ground. Xi Jinping has turned his back on consumption as the basis for the Chinese economy, which means his only way out to rescue a grave situation is to export more to the world. He needs the U.S. market, the largest on the planet, and the other markets in the world are not big enough to make up for what would be losses if there were high across-the-board tariffs. We know one thing during the campaign, Tracy, and that is President Trump really believes in tariffs. So he will probably impose them on China, maybe even other countries as well.
Well, Gordon, thank you so much for weighing in. Always appreciate it.
Thank you, Tracy.